Okay. Hello, welcome Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Welcome on in, everybody. Rhiannon, thank you so much for the raid. Is everybody here? Everybody in? Are we vibing? There we go. All right. Should be back on. Yes, stream was going great. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. Thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate you. So we are going to be doing some Stray Gods now. Of course, we just finished our little um, one-off, our little, what is the word? I just forgot it. Uh, expose um, in Date Everything. And we're going to be doing some Stray Gods specifically right there, the Orpheus DLC. So this is a role-playing game musical with a star-studded cast, everyone from Laura Bailey to Ashley Johnson, Troy Baker, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, Anthony Rapp from Rent, like Mark from Rent, plays Orpheus, and Erika Ishii. So we're doing a little two-part Erika Ishii voice acting showcase. That's the word I was looking for, showcase. Thank you. I'm so glad you're having fun, JR. I'm having a blast myself. Let's play some Orpheus, shall we? So in the game, you play as Laura Bailey's character, who becomes the last muse. The story for this game is the Greek gods are very much real, and they walk among us. You meet Apollo and Persephone and Hermes. You meet the entire pantheon, basically, right? At one point, you go with Persephone to the underworld, and there you meet Orpheus from the legend of Orpheus and Eurydice. Well, you end up getting in a battle with Orpheus because you're a muse and he is a bard, and depending on what options you choose, you possibly beat him in that battle. This takes place after the events of Stray Gods, wherein Orpheus is free from the underworld and is striking out on his own. So let's do, let's see here. We'll use the saves. Oh, right. I've only played this game on PS4 before, so let's just see what the default choices, where those take us. We will go to save slot 1. Okay, again, important for game design. From our team all across the world, enjoy the show. This game was made on stolen ground. We would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri, I'm probably going to butcher these and I apologize, and Bunwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation, and the Gadigal people of the Aroa Nation. Sovereignty was never seceded. This game was also built on Treaty 6 territory and a traditional meeting ground for home for many indigenous peoples, including Cree, Salto, Nisitapi, Blackfoot, Métis, and Nakota Sioux. So, shout out to First Nations peoples. We also have content warnings. Okay, this features some heavy themes, and parts may be distressing for some players. To view related content warning details, which contain spoilers, select the theme below. There is alcohol use, death, and themes of suicide potential. We're not going to look at the related content warnings, but just note that those are some possible themes. Well, those are not, it's not possible. Those are themes that come up. So practice safe gaming, and it is totally understandable if you have to dip as a result.
You're taking a rather long time to make your move, old friend.
So, the man in
One would almost
blue.
think you're lingering. Perhaps to keep the game going as long as possible.
Let me move the microphone, or move the camera again. There we go. Move the camera around just a little bit. So, this is a narrative-driven game. You do get dialogue options. Let's say I appreciate the effort.
No matter, I know you mean well. I'll admit my days aren't exactly as full as they once were.
So that is Orpheus. That is...
Well, I had my revenge
Charon,
to contemplate, the throne, and
ferryman,
and my loyal, if slightly fannish, subjects. All right, yes, but at least I was the king. It was something. What's wrong? That is an excellent question.
I don't know why I'm here.
I suppose I have to wonder, why am I still here? Yes, I know I'm dead. In the land of the dead. That's not what I meant. The thing is, after Persephone took back her throne, I gave up. I left with all the other shades. One by one, they all faded away into oblivion. Even Benny. But not me. I expected it. I wanted it. Yet, I remain. Why is that?
And thus...
was really over, and I was ready to meet the end.
Chad, I hope you like musicals, because this is...
To make love to
if you don't like musicals, I have bad news for you.
But I stand here now, corrected, left with nothing and no one. I have somehow been rejected, and I don't know what I've done wrong. What now? And who now? Where do I belong? Thought I'd live my destiny, but is there one more song? The air feels cool inside my lungs. I feel the pull towards just one more song. Pull up a stool, yes, I will strum. Hello world, I'll write you one more song.
Aha!
Hi.
That is Hermes. Also played by Erika
Ishii. My
Ishii.
kind of thing. I go for the heavy beats, but it's nice.
Have we met?
I haven't seen either of those. I haven't seen Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel. I've heard a lot of good things.
When he died,
I'm a big musical
been
fan.
someone else, though.
So.
Ah, then you're Hermes.
And you're Orpheus. Persephone once told me I should stay clear of you, but yeah, a lot has changed lately.
Okay, so here's one of the various things that will happen is you will have any text box option with the question mark is information, right, where you can ask more questions. Then usually the one without is the progression. You will also see at certain points in the game, as a musical number is going through, we will have different options based off of a different approach. whether it be compassionate or the intelligent or the aggressive answer. And it will change the musical score. It will change the vibe of the song as you're playing. So,
Just how
let's ask
are
how the
things in
living world is.
world? We don't hear much down here.
Oh, man, where do I even start? Well, the idols aren't in hiding anymore, for starters.
You were in hiding?
Spoiler alerts from the base game.
Yeah, the chorus is gone, and I started streaming.
Hey!
I'm an influencer now. Isn't that awesome?
None of those words mean anything to me.
Well, it's really exciting. I'm assuming that's what you were asking about, I guess.
Why have we never met?
Persephone told you to stay clear? Hence why we've never met, I assume?
Uh-huh. I mean, I met some of the shades. They were so nice. I miss Benny.
Yeah. All gone, I'm afraid. Except for me.
But hey, things are different now. I can do whatever I want. And so can you.
I can. I can do whatever I want.
Hell yeah. That's a pun, I think.
Good joke, streamer.
I hate to say it, but you don't look like any of the depictions of Hermes I'm familiar with. Granted, they were all statues, but they certainly weren't dressed as you are.
You mean like in a toga and stuff?
Persephone was greatly changed in the same way, but even so, I still knew it was her.
Deep down, I'm still Hermes. But I'm also me. You just get used to it.
And why are you here,
Well,
Hermes?
anyhow, was there something specific you wanted?
Well, I heard you singing, not like intentionally, but I just thought, I can help. Maybe what you need is to get away. Maybe I can bring you up to the mortal world?
You can do that?
Yeah, it's a psychopope thing.
You mean psychopomp?
Could be. So cool, right?
I love Hermes so much because they're just like, it's not that they're dumb, but they're just kind of, they're giving a little bit of himbo energy. And boom, Orpheus is human again for the first time in millennia. And so,
What are these towers? Do people live there? So many lamps. There's light everywhere. Such a magnificent sculpture. Is this for a god? Was this city built over a volcano? How odd.
So why I also wanted to do this was because
this isn't the end. There's so much to explore. My lips, they tremble. My hands, they shake. There's a whole new world in store. What now? And who now? Where will I belong? I thought I'd lived my destiny, but we're writing one more song.
shout out to Anthony Rapp, Mark
But
from
I
Rent.
suppose I must go home, back to being terribly alone.
Ah. So, I wanted to do Date Everything and this one because I knew that they both had Erika Ishii in them. But in addition, hey, we got a trophy. One more song.
I suppose it's time to return.
That is
Isn't it?
for
Sure, if that's what you want.
Well, I'm dead.
Even Oblivion
Am I
isn't
not?
ready for
Surely
you.
there's no choice in the matter.
Story trophy.
You left the underworld before, right? Long time ago. That means you can again. That's the rule.
So, All these centuries, I could have returned at any time?
You'd have to find a gate and get past Corone and Cerberus. Not that either of them are really into their jobs lately. But yeah.
Oops. Nobody told him. So, one of the other reasons, Erika Ishii obviously voices two characters, one in each of the games we're doing tonight. And dialogue choices, right? Very narrative-heavy games. But in addition, this DLC specifically has a lot more to do with a dating sim than the base game, because you're playing as Orpheus instead of as Grace, the main character from the base game. And though there are a number of different romance options for Grace in the base game, in this you play Orpheus, who's returned to life and is now looking for love.
Wait,
are you certain?
How do you even know this?
I told you, it's a psycho.
Psychopope thing, yes. I
The
recall.
Psychopope, right.
Makes one wonder why Lord Hades granted me the right in the first place. I mean, naturally my music is beyond compare, but...
I don't know. Maybe he thought it would be funny.
That seems very likely, in fact.
Let's be hyped. This is amazing.
Alive? Alive? Can you believe it? Orpheus lives again!
Yeah! Oh, this is your thing.
Do you hear that, modern world? Orpheus, bard of the ages, the legend who moved the heart of the king of Hades himself, walks amongst you! Ha ha!
I suppose the question really is to do what?
I got it! Why don't you start a new story?
A new story?
Yes! A new story. You asked what you do when your story's over. You write a new one. Here.
What's your
Why
interest
are you
in
helping?
this, Idol? You know next to nothing about me.
I heard you sing.
That's hardly the same thing.
Isn't it? Grace made Athena give up through the power of a song. Corny, I guess. But songs show what's inside your heart. And how many times do you get to see what's inside someone's heart? If that doesn't make you know them, I mean, what does?
I suppose you have me there.
He raises a valid point. Sorry, one sec. Trying to balance stream things. There we go. Forgot to change the message there. You're not like other gods,
You're very
Hermes.
strange, Hermes of the Idols. I have to say, I don't quite know what to make of you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Stories of the gods and everyone I've personally met led me to believe you were all, fickle, vain, damaged goods even.
Oh, no, that's still a thing mostly.
But not you.
I don't know. I'm just trying to live like the old Hermes told me to. Life should be better. And not just for me.
True,
A rather
bestie.
novel concept.
So where is
You
here
said
exactly?
Here. Where is that exactly? Is this Thrace? Hellas?
No, we're a long way from those kinds of places.
Where then? Mesopotamia? Surely not.
Buddy, it's a part of the world your people didn't even know about back then. But that's even better. You get to discover it for yourself.
I don't know. It looks quite thoroughly discovered.
Not by you. You'll get to try everything for the first time. There's gotta be something you like. Right?
True. I don't recall if they ever actually say where the game is set. Somewhere metropolitan. It seems vaguely New York, LA-ish. I want to say it leans a little more towards Los Angeles because of Apollo's character is much more the Cali surfer dude type of look, but I don't remember if they actually say where the game takes place.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but my story
And that may
was
well
the
be
stuff of
intentional.
true legend. I wrote songs that defined our world. I had a love, the envy of all others. Even my death was the thing of spectacle. Which reminds me, are the Maenads still about? They made my disembodied head sing for quite a long time. Most uncomfortable.
I don't think so.
The point is, a masterpiece is no easy thing to follow. Surely that holds true even today.
I get it. Sequels do kind of suck sometimes. But not always. You gotta try.
So what does
Dare
a sequel?
I ask what a sequel is?
It's when a movie follows up on the last one. Just some of them go on for a really long time.
And a movie is?
There's
Right.
a lot you're gonna have to learn. I bet you don't even have a phone.
A wager you would win, I assure you.
How do you live? Oh man, we're gonna have to get you one. I could be your first text.
True.
All right, Hermes, consider me intrigued. How should I begin this grand new tale you propose?
Yes. I was thinking I could show you around the mortal world a bit first. Show you how everything's...
No! No, that sounds like it would take forever.
You have
Also
a whole
true.
lifetime, right?
I feel like we must live in the moment,
If
chat.
I'm to start a new tale, it begins now, Hermes. Don't you understand? It begins with these very first moments.
Okay. What do you want to start with, then?
Imagine, you are about to read a magnificent modern tale. At its core, its very essence is...
Action?
I do cut a heroic figure, it's true, but I'm actually rather shit with a sword.
Good dialogue, then.
One can hardly talk their way into a new legend, can they?
I don't know. Romance, maybe?
So, to briefly touch on character design again, like we did with Phoenicia in Date Everything and Freddy, right? The character design in this, also great. Take a look at Hermes, right? Hermes, of course, in Greek mythology, was the messenger god, delivering messages from one god to another or to mortals. And they were known for having a helmet with wings, kind of like Thor from the old Marvel comics, but also had winged boots, right? Very common in their depiction. The Hermes here has wings, little wing stitches on their cap that almost looks like a famous logo or something, and then has the fanny pack and is dressed like you might see a metropolitan bike messenger character. So I really like the different things that they do with the gods in their character design to kind of give them a familiar feel to the Greek myth while bringing them into a modern age.
Ah, yes, the old tales are full of your conquests, from Perseus to Penelope to even the beautiful Aphrodite.
What? Aphrodite? No way.
It's an excellent point. I do yet ache for Eurydice, but perhaps it is time, yes? Tell me, young Hermes, what is the fastest way to find love in this modern world?
Love? Like Real love? Oh, man. I guess there's... that? Is speed dating still a thing?
Speed dating.
And there we go. We've entered the plot. So Orpheus comes back to life from the underworld to go on speed dates. Also, in that nice touch, the song you hear.
I'll find a new love and we'll go down in history. Once more, a true love. I'll find it tonight. I'll find a great love.
Okay.
The way I found Eurydice.
Let's go with the one with cat ears. Hang on, one sec. Subtitles on. Timed choices off. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I hate... That is one thing that I truly dislike in narrative games is timed choices. I understand for the purposes of wanting to keep the flow going, or let the game just kind of continue on its own so that you can basically have it play out like a movie, right? You could set the controller down and it will continue to make those choices through the songs. I dislike those things. Tends to induce anxiety, to be honest. I forget what night mode is. But I do appreciate that for accessibility purposes, the devs put not only, of course, subtitles and subtitle size, but you can just turn off the timed choices, which is just a very nice quality of life ability, as well as audio description. So if you are if you are vision impaired, then they have that for you too. So shout out to the devs for thinking ahead. I don't remember what night mode is, so we're not going to worry about it. And let's confirm our choices. So we've chosen...
I'm Orpheus. I'd actually prefer if it were just you and me. No? What is vibe?
What is your vibe?
Yeah, I mean, what does vibe mean?
Vibe.
No, I don't know vibe.
How old are you?
What a shame.
We missed it. We missed our shot, chat.
Really shouldn't be allowed to
We'll
do
never date an
this.
influencer with 3
These
followers.
people?
Still looking for new love, and we'll go down in history. And I mean in books, and not that internet. I'll find a true love, and it'll soothe me like a bomb. I guess next time's a charm.
So, what I was talking about earlier was, see these 3 colors here? We have the green, the red, and the blue. You will have throughout the original game and in this, sometimes you will have choices based on what emotional response you want to take that can change the song. So, this is where you can have somebody random, or it gives you an option for a person. So let's find a date who yearns for love.
Are you ready to give all your love to a guy who wants to
So,
love you?
you hear the song?
Of course, I wanna love you like I love Darren.
Who's Darren?
Oh, so
The entire-
you wanna talk about Darren. He's the best ex-boyfriend that I ever had. He would
Oh,
have been a
honey.
good husband, could have been a good dad, but he
So
loved
the
me
entire
because I loved a little
cadence,
too
the
much.
entire
We
beat of
went
the song
on
just
one
changed.
date, and then I never
Okay.
heard from him again. Crazy,
He-
right?
Right here. So we have, I understand the pain of losing love. I can't be who you want. And do you not know who I am? Right? And that will change the sound. So you heard that quick upbeat kind of, electric guitar type led beat. That's very often the red option. You'll very often have a lot more jazz in the blue and a lot more pop in the green. So let's see what our jazzy option is.
Vanessa,
I can't be the love you want.
this will work. It's not part of my plan. I can't be your new Darren. Be a new Darren.
You will never be Darren.
I don't wanna be Darren.
Oh, Darren!
Darren, you seem like a great guy.
I just wanna be with Darren. Darren, I'm gonna stand outside his house.
That person has some serious issues. Godspeed to them. Time for Orpheus to forge on and find greener, less darinated pastures.
I don't think she's getting back with Darren, chat.
No, a truly great love, it's us against the world. There must be someone around here who is wise to it. I'm the most precious pearl.
So, should we see a date with marvelous hair or a man who looks intelligent? I want to see that hair, though. Let's see.
It reminds me of someone familiar, like someone I used to know. A face that belonged to a terrible monster, a snake.
Shout out to Medusa.
Who feast on men's organs, a creature to pity, but still kinda pretty. What I'm trying to say is in a snake-headed way, you look really nice tonight.
Yep, just compared our date to Medusa.
I meant it as a compliment.
Swing and a miss, bud.
That was a compliment. Okay, shake it off, Orpheus. It's only a matter of time till you find the one. I'll find a new love and they'll accept my compliments. Once more a true love, they'll compliment me back. I'll find a great love who has the taste for eloquence. Time for another crack.
So a smartly dressed man, yes, he will do, or sit with a man who looks intelligent. Let's talk to the intelligent man.
Why don't you tell me your favorite thing? I'm sure that it's dull and immensely boring.
Oh, it's so niche, I'm not sure that you'll care.
Well, I shall humor you. Go on, take me there.
History.
Hey, yo.
Greek history.
Hey, yo.
History,
Pausers.
History. Ancient Greek history. History.
We're about to blow this man's whole mind.
Yes.
Of glory,
Yes.
of gods giving power to men.
Yes, and heroes with lyres,
Yes.
whose music inspires.
Yes.
My favorite, of course, he is.
He has to be.
Apollo.
Sorry, there was a bug flying around my room. So, there's Apollo, voiced by Troy Baker in the main game. Again, subversion of expectation, right? They want you to think he's about to say Orpheus. Goes with Apollo. Well, at least you know your history.
Apollo inspires me too. It's nice to meet someone like you. We can agree that musically, what he taught Orpheus changed history.
Oh, Orpheus, there was a clown. What? He was a musical genius, but he turned around at the stupidest time, in the stupidest way. We still call him stupid to this very day.
Awkward.
I trust, who also hates Orpheus.
Not great for my sense of self-worth to be insulted for losing my love to Hades for all eternity. I'll find a new love and they won't think that I'm the worst. One for the ages that won't crush my self-esteem. I'll take a fine love, one that doesn't think that I'm laughable literally.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Because I am good with money.
Okay.
And I would be good with you. Cause I assume that you like money too.
All right. All right. I mean, who doesn't want a solid gold statue of somebody, right? Also, in fairness, that beat was an absolute banger. That beat fucks.
Money to burn, I might be ready to learn, but it is bait that I won't bite. But maybe if you showed me a good night, we could be a modern couple. You could teach me all about the modern things, like what's with these devices. They seem like they're vices, but look at the joy they bring. We could be a modern couple,
And we could do the most modern couple things, like I'll work late at night, come home drunk, then we'll fight. 20 years down the train, wasted lives, what a pain.
then we both realize there's still love deep inside. After all of this time, we rekindle the light.
Okay.
Nice.
Interesting. A few extra drachma might be a little fun, but it's not all that counts. Yes. Maybe I could be a modern lover. I'll find a new love, one to show the world to me once more. A true love who's stylish and fair. A rich or a poor love, it's all the same, but maybe one with less slick back hair.
Let's start with the joke.
All right, this time let's start with a joke. My, if you're down here on Earth, then I guess that the heavens must be missing a muse. Wasn't that funny? No, I mean, is it? Start the conversation. It was just a little joke, you know.
Shout out to Laura Bailey as the crazy laughing woman. She plays Grace in the base game.
Perhaps I missed my calling. I'll find a new love who thinks that I've charm and grace, and honest and true love who laughs a little less. We can share stories of comedies and glory. Who shall be next?
Soulful eyes.
It's been the longest day. I just want to hear someone else say that I want a new love.
I want a new love.
Ayo.
I want a true love.
We'll go down in history.
A love worth retelling.
It's worth more than gold to me.
Hear what I'm
Pausers.
saying.
I've said it before to myself.
We'll find a new love.
We'll find a new love. Is this a new love? It's so nice to meet someone who shares my sentiments. Indeed, today has been very long, and most people here seem completely imbecilic.
Yeah, I'll say. I've had similar encounters. Some guy who was recording our whole date.
Someone who
Okay.
couldn't handle
All
my
right.
great
Listen,
joke.
man.
I swear there was a guy who was half beast, half man.
Oh, no.
We're
once about to end.
Okay. Maybe
Listen,
I'll
we're
see
only
you later.
recording for the purposes of the VOD for YouTube, okay? Chill.
I found a new love. Now that I can finally see this will be true love. The light of my love. Spoiled for choices. I knew that this would be easy. And all in one night.
So here we have the option, right? It didn't work out with the one girl. We have the money man from earlier, or we have found them at the very end. Now, the money man had an absolute banger of a song, but clearly, probably not going to work out. However, the girl in the green even sang the same overture as Orpheus. I think we lean in. Just saying.
You are the one that I want.
You are the one that I want.
And you are the one that I need.
You are the one that I
Our
need.
hearts are the same, nothing could get in the way. That is why we agree that this will be.
The best long distance relationship.
Wait, what do you
Did
mean?
I not mention I'm moving to Fiji?
No?
For 10 long years, give or take 10 years more. Let's say 30 years to be safe.
Okay.
Fun. That sounds really fun.
Almost a new love, but fate is pointing me elsewhere. Perhaps a true love, but not meant to be. Love mustn't be what the fates are driving me to find, or else it would be easy.
That did happen. That did happen. That's just
So, what do you think?
life do
Fun,
be like
right?
that, right?
Yes,
Life is
indeed.
strange sometimes.
Yet also inefficient. Too much is being left to chance, and that needs to change starting now. You two, you are clearly perfect for one another. Accept it. And you, yes, you with the spectacles. Accept your destiny.
Crazy laugh
We can all
and
see
snake
even
hair.
You cannot. And you there with him. No, don't attempt to flee. Look at him. Look in your heart and see that I am right. And you two there together? You over there with them. You're welcome. And
Orpheus in
you
the
two
speed dating room
ladies,
just like, kiss,
magnificent.
kiss.
And for you, him.
Orpheus just shipping
It's
everybody
not
in the
a
place.
consolation prize. It's perfection.
Can't help but notice there isn't anyone left for you.
Well, I mean, you're still here, Hermes. But we'll keep
Tonight,
trying.
perhaps, yet I won't despair just yet. I'll know my true love when I see it.
Yeah, that's the spirit. There are lots of other.
There's still tomorrow. Tomorrow we shall find my new love for certain.
You might want to lower expectations just a bit. Mortals have been at this a while, and it's supposed to be harder now than ever.
That
Can
can't
that
be right.
be? You said there were people living in all these buildings. There must be thousands. Thousands upon thousands. If that's true, how can they
True.
not find love around every corner? With such proximity, mortals would have to go out of their way not to find it constantly.
I guess they do then, because they really don't.
It appears I understand even less of this modern mortal world than I thought I did.
Wow. Time to try the next place mortals like to meet, I guess.
This is going to be difficult, isn't it? Lead on, my friend.
I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay?
I'm going to say this, and this might be controversial. A bar is not a good place to meet people romantically. It's just not. It's a great place to lose your inhibitions. It's a great place to have whatever fling you want to have, but think about the long term, right? Somebody asks, oh, how did you two meet? Well, we were both hammered, and we thought it was a good idea.
If mortals meet here, I suppose it's up to me to find one.
If only there was a god of love.
Well, only one way that's gonna happen.
Or like a god of...
The locals call it beer. May I?
Eros. So, here's one of the other things that will frequently pop up in these games, right? Just like you have the little question mark diamond for more information, you also have the romance diamond, which is the flirtatious option with the character. Usually whenever you choose one of those, that is guiding you towards that character being your romance option, which you can select multiple characters. Unlike Date Everything, at the end you have to pick one. However, we didn't come back from hell to die alone, so...
May you? You, my delectable friend, are exactly what this Bard of Ages has been looking for.
Oh, I'm flattered, of course, but no. I'm
I
not
do
here
love
for that.
Eros. Like, he's such a sweet character
This really isn't my days.
in the base game.
We've met before, a long time ago. You prayed to me to grant you a young woman's heart. I looked a little different back then.
You are Eros.
So, that touches on another point with how they deal with the Greek gods, right? Because they take human form. So what happens is the gods are like a concept or a power, right? They inhabit a mortal form. Eventually that mortal body passes on or ceases to be in some way. And then that godhood passes on to a new host. Either they die and pass it on to someone willingly, or should they die, then it just chooses a new host at random, right? Or in some cases, they pass on that godhood to a person, which then immediately ends the former host's life. But we're still here to be thirsty,
Are you
right? We're going to play
absolutely
Orpheus
certain
Desperate.
that you're not here to be my new love?
Oh, nothing's absolute. But yes.
Even if I swayed your heart with a song, you wouldn't be the first god to be so moved.
Write him a sonnet.
I'm tempted, honestly. But Hermes insisted you needed my help. So that's why I'm here. Just for a chat.
Where's your bow? Is it the
My
clasp?
memory of our encounter is a little vague, but do you not carry a magnificent bow?
Did I still have that when we met?
Oh, yes, made of ivory, it looked like, and so intricately carved. I always wondered if it was meant as a weapon, or
Or if my arrows truly pierced the hearts of mortal men, causing them to fall in love. It was a weapon. The arrow thing was a joke that Dionysus made, which got out of hand. Mortal authorities
Dionysus,
frown on weapons
he's a prankster.
now, so I put the bow in storage around the turn of the century. I honestly forgot where.
Do you enjoy the modern world, Eros?
So, do you like this modern world, Master Eros? I find it utterly fascinating, but I did only arrive today.
It has its perks, but I miss how people were in the olden days. They used to be more open to wonder, to possibilities. The world was so large, now it's become so small.
Surely the world has not changed size. Aristotle would be scandalized.
I just mean that no one pays any attention to discovery any longer. It's so commonplace, it's become mundane. Pay no attention to me. You've several millennia of wonders to catch up on. I envy you.
I have to ask, are all the idols still about? The glorious Aphrodite, is she...
Recently passed on, though a new Aphrodite stands in her place. Venus. Maybe you'll meet her sometime.
Oh, she's gone, but not. I see.
Many of the other names you'd remember are dead now. For good. There are only a few idols left these days.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lord Eros.
I've always thought it was just the way things were meant to be. Times change, gods fade away. Since we revealed ourselves to the mortal world, however, I wonder if that's still true. I suppose we'll see.
So he's talking
I
about...
assume you didn't come here solely to chat, Lord Eros. You have something to say about my quest?
I do, yes.
Directions to a worthy love, perhaps? You answered my prayers once, after all. Will you do so again?
That's the thing, Orpheus. I never did answer your prayers.
But you came to me. Eurydice, she...
Fell in love with you. Without any help from me or any other idol.
So, what Eros is mentioning there is in the main game, Aphrodite decides that she does not want to be around anymore. She does not want to exist, so she's going to pass on the mantle of Aphrodite to Venus, whom they just mentioned. However, depending on your choices from the main game, that can be avoided. That can be completely changed, and she keeps the mantle of Aphrodite and stays around. The default choice is that, yes, she does pass the power on. So that's what they're talking about here. Why tell me now?
You come to me with this revelation now? For what possible reason?
Because Hermes told me about your quest, and I thought it was time you heard the truth. Your love for Eurydice was never my doing. I couldn't summon something so powerful, even if I wished to. Not even back then.
But
that's rough, buddy.
Then why did...
I was a jerk back then. We all were. I thought you were arrogant, daring to ask for a love I felt you didn't deserve. So I told you what you wanted to hear. I expected you to fall flat on your face. But you didn't, did you? Eurydice said yes. True love found you anyway. The kind of love you seek can't be bargained for, Orpheus. There are no shortcuts. I see you've opened up your heart again. So let me tell you what I know.
Yes, the DLC does carry on your choices from the main game. But because I only played the base game, and the first time I played the DLC was all on PS4, those choices and saves did not carry over onto here. So, I don't have a save to play from for this. Didn't think about that beforehand, because I only decided to do this part of the stream like a couple hours before we started. I was like, we should do Stray Gods too. So It's just going off of the default options, but that was the option when we first started where it said, do you want to use your previous choices or do you want to use the default choices?
Should you fire? I wish I knew.
So, as you can see there, we had the three options.
I must admit I couldn't tell.
And choosing the red option kind of changed some of the instrumentation. And that's what I really love about this game.
I know enough to know I know nothing, but here's what you can do. Take your bow and arrow and cast it aside. Instead, be true.
And another nice little touch with this.
My bow and arrow,
Occasionally,
hide it away.
you'll get little kind of subtle notes from songs that those characters sang in the base game. Like there's hints of the I'll find when Orpheus is singing I'll find a new love. That is an overture that appears in one of the songs that he sings in the base game. The bit that Eros just did, where he does the take your
time for plan
bow and
C, I
arrow,
guess?
is notes
No,
from
my
the
friend.
song that plays
Lord
in
Eros
the
is
Aphrodite
correct.
scene in the base game.
My
So
search for a new love
they
is
do a really nice
futile.
job at doing
Well, I don't know about futile.
calling back
I mean,
to
maybe
previous
you just
character
need to-
overtures and themes.
Oh. Hey, big guy. Where to next? If you're not, looking for love, what do you want to do?
Like I said, we're playing the Orpheus is thirsty for everybody route. So we're just going to choose anytime there's a hard option, chat, that's what we go with.
Perhaps the issue was that I
Hey.
went looking for love when, in fact, it came to me.
Smooth, Orpheus. Real smooth.
Oh, you
Smooth
mean
like
me?
butter.
Why not? You have a kind heart. You're... Well, I mean, you're...
Oh, no. Sorry, dude.
He's just not that into you, Orpheus.
Look, I know this is really hard, but you'll figure it out. I know it. Oh, I know. Okay, so what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Also, worth noting, one of the things that I really love about a lot of the characters that Erika Ishii voices, I don't think it was that way on Benoit, but on Hermes here, you could see the little eyebrow cut. Erika Ishii has that, right? Has the strip shaved in the eyebrow. They put that on Hermes, and they put it on Atsu in Ghost of Yote. It's just a nice little touch.
Some might argue that retrieving my beloved from the underworld only to lose her at the last second due to my own foolishness was pretty bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect. You could write a song about that.
Uh,
No, really. Work on a song and it'll get your creative juices flowing, when I'm making a new video,
It's Hermes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, hi. Not all at once, please. That's my shirt. That tickles. Okay. One selfie, all right? Just one.
Just tell them to
Okay,
go
maybe
fuck
one
their
more.
selfie.
Okay. That's fine. Good. Sorry, my fans can be a little...
Fame! A return to fame shall be my purpose. Tell them, Master Hermes. Tell them that the Bard of Ages has returned. Tell them he shall play to the crowds once again.
Okay.
Tell them that Orpheus's
Back from the Dead tour has begun!
Yep. Because Orpheus's true first love is being famous as a musician.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, how about one last song? Here's something
One song,
a little more
Glory,
personal.
before the virus takes hold. Pausers. Rent, mod check, any rent in chat?
On a summer night, 'twas a viper's bite, took her out of sight, I followed.
This is actually my favorite song in this DLC.
We were free to go, and I climbed and lo, she followed. The queen, you see, played a trick on me, and the sea was swallowed down.
Let's add some strings. Bring the horns in. I like the skulls on the horns. It's a super nice touch of the skulls on all the instruments.
My guitar unwound, I was haunted, hounded, hollow, bleeding life away. But I felt this burn, I would soon return, and the queen would learn what followed. All that time above, now I'd see.
Let's get hype. Increase the intensity. So we're going to lower it here, right? Because you got to have that peak, and then you bring it down. It's called a crescendo in music. And see, you have that moment where it goes more subtle, more calm in the music, so that then you can ramp back up at the end, and that's how you get them hype. That's how you get the hypers. Let's get experimental. Let's get weird with it. Guitar solo. Shout out to the musicians for this game, man. Austin Wintory is the composer. We got a little too weird with it. Austin Wintory is the composer. You can actually get this soundtrack and the entire base game soundtrack, I believe, on, I want to say it's Bandcamp. I think you can also find them on Spotify. The cool thing is, though, they released 4 separate versions of the soundtrack.
Now that was awesome!
They released the all green choices, all red
Again?
choices, all blue choices
Man.
soundtrack for the base game.
was indeed
And
a
then they
theme of
released
all.
the
Just as I
canon
remember.
choice, right?
Crowds
Where like
chanting my name.
the song will
Music
divert
that
between the
thrilled
3
the soul.
choices
My
based
every
off of
sense
how
of
they
fire
actually
until the moment the curtain
ideally
fell.
composed the song.
And?
And that's the thing. It's exactly as I remember. I have already taken this path. Hermes,
2 roads
I do not need
diverged
to
in the
take it
wood,
again.
and I took the one less traveled by. I feel like, okay, it's hopeless is very pity party. You don't need to keep helping me. Also feels very like we're going for the pity from Hermes to get them to want to stay. So we're gonna go have I lost
I
my
know
touch.
it's inconceivable to consider, but have I lost my touch? Has Orpheus, bard of legend and minstrel to the gods themselves, become impotent?
Luckily for him, in the future they have pills for that.
If so, I know a guy who has pills for that.
I
Perhaps
forgot
the
that
fates
that
have
was
simply
the line.
decreed that a mortal man may only touch the sun once, if he dares at all. You said it yourself. A sequel is never as good as the original.
Lucky for you, I figured this might happen. Come on!
Go? Go where? There's nowhere for me to go, Hermes, and nothing for me left to do.
With that
Yeah,
attitude.
there is. Come on, old timer. She's not gonna wait around all night.
I think we got another trophy, chat. Hang on. We did! The meaning of love. Love is no longer on the menu.
Huh. It's snowing. It's a lovely view. But why have you brought me all the way up here?
To meet me, I think.
Hey!
My. If it isn't Grace, last of the muses. Why, I haven't seen you since,
Since I denied you your vengeance against Persephone? Yeah. Sorry about that. I kind of thought you'd...
drifted off into the proverbial sunset? Succumbed to oblivion? I thought so too, but it seems it was not meant to be.
I guess that explains why you've returned from the dead. But not how. I thought that required a great sacrifice of some kind.
A price I paid long ago, or so Master Hermes recently informed me. Not that mortal life has brought me any solace.
Yeah, Hermes said you were feeling a bit lost. They thought that maybe I could help.
So, Grace is the protagonist of the main game, voiced by Laura Bailey. Again, at one point you go to the underworld. Grace battles Hermes for the throne of the underworld. You have an option to either leave the throne with Orpheus, give the throne to Persephone, or take the throne for yourself. I believe the ending, from the sounds of it, that it went with is the throne went back to Persephone. But again, now we have these options. You say, why is that? Do you do this often? You don't seem sure. Or my new love at last. We're playing Orpheus, and he's going to flirt with
Aha!
everybody.
What better love for the bard than the last of the muses? A brilliant plan, Hermes!
Because it's funny to have the man just not
what?
learn the lesson.
I'd given up on the search. It did not even occur to me that you, Grace, the very one who stole my revenge, would also steal my heart.
Whoa. Hold your horses, big guy. That is so not what we're doing here.
Oh, it's a very romantic spot.
Yeah, kinda. But no. No, Hermes wanted us to talk. They thought I could help you. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. So, I've specifically been choosing those options because if you haven't caught on yet, in the base game, of course, Grace chooses those options and the characters fall in love with her. It's very much that click the heart, get the affection, right? In this, they subvert that expectation because every time you do that, he strikes out.
That's rather thoughtful of them.
And there we go.
This something
Another
you do,
trophy.
Grace, offer advice to ancient beings at a bit of a crossroads?
Orpheus has no riz. It's been
I
1,000
wanna say no
years.
to
You're
that,
rusty.
but all the evidence lately says otherwise.
Very well. I'm at your disposal, dear Muse.
Nice view.
Wonders beyond imagining. Once I would have sworn only gods could live in such a place.
So, I'm not really sure where to begin with this.
Tell me
Let's see what
you've
she's been up to.
since we met. Persephone must have been hungry for vengeance, I imagine.
Not so much, actually. We've all moved on.
She forgave you? Astounding. But the original question still stands.
I've been, touring, actually. Got my own band, got to deal with a label, it's a whole thing.
Oh ho, so I'm speaking with a fellow entertainer, and a famous one at that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that everyone knows I'm an idol. Adds to the mystique, they say. Lately, I don't know, it's almost too easy. Doing that while having the power of a muse. I should be happy at all the success, but...
Huh. Yes, this feeling I know very well.
Let's see if she went to the
I
concert.
have to ask, did you come to the concert tonight?
Of course. I heard the Orpheus was appearing in concert. Who wouldn't want to go to that? I mean, it was incredible. The control you have when you play your instruments. I didn't think it was possible for a harp to rock.
Oh, stop. No, don't stop. I want to hear some more.
Shut up. You know how good you are.
Yes, I suppose
The concert was great
That's
until we
part
got a
of the
little
problem.
too weird with it.
I mastered my craft. I had my cheering crowds. None of this is new.
It doesn't matter that everything's changed. There are instruments, heck, countries that you've never even heard of.
True, but how different would it all be, really? No, I fear tonight was my last concert in the modern world. Forgive me the observation, but it appears that you're at something of a crossroads of your own.
I guess I am, yeah.
No romance, then? No love of the ages to keep you occupied as you decide what to do next?
Not really. Lots of friends and lots of friendly advice, but...
Interesting.
That's about it.
So
No, it's
apparently,
a sad state of affairs.
the default option is that you don't
That's
romance
fine,
anybody
honestly.
with Grace.
Of all
Even
the
though
problems
there's
I have, that part I'm fine
4
with.
different
I guess what I'm trying to say
romanceable
is
choices
that
in
you and I are
the main
kind
game.
of in the same boat.
With one major difference. I lived my mortal life. You, despite being immortal, have yet to live even that much.
There is that. Still, You're probably as close as I'm gonna get to someone who will know what I'm going through.
So you coming here tonight was not entirely for my benefit? Not to fear, Grace. I'll keep your secret. How much do you know about me? Other than, of course, our delightful first meeting back in the underworld?
I know you wanted revenge on Persephone for helping Hades trick you.
More or less. It was my own fault looking back at Eurydice, but then again, they both knew I would. Who could not?
And I know you were quite a musician back in the day. The equal of any muse, and possibly better.
That's quite the compliment.
Persephone said it, not me.
Ooh, an even greater compliment.
Yeah, don't get too full of yourself, Mr. Bard of the Ages. That's all I really know.
So, if you know so little about me, Grace, why are you so eager to help?
Well, I felt a little bad after what happened.
Keeping me from a vengeance that I'd waited thousands of years to enact?
Yeah.
Truth be told, the vengeance was hollow. I welcomed oblivion, but it appears that oblivion was not ready to welcome me. Nevertheless, it's not your fault. You've no obligation to aid me. You must know that.
Sure, but if I can help, shouldn't I at least try?
I suspect most would answer that question with a no, but it appears you're not most people, are you? So, here we are, Grace. How do we decide what to do next?
Tell me honestly, what made you want to come back?
I assumed my story had reached its completion. Cue the snickering by the chorus.
I'm sorry?
A theater joke. I suppose what I'm searching for is a proper ending.
Or the next chapter. I guess there's only one way to resolve this. I hope you're not too tired from your concert.
Orpheus? Too tired for a song? You must be joking.
One song? Glory?
Tell me what's the plan for you?
I know it's a dumb joke, but I'm going to make it every time I can.
What's the thing we do to get this furnace fired?
Oh, I'm tired, far too tired to choose.
Cue the muse. I'm what you could use.
Wait, no need to spur me on. I don't need the kicks. Wait, my
So,
moment's
you
gone.
can see there, choosing the blue option, change this whole bit to more of
I'm stressed, let's assess this. I'm tense when there's mess left to
a little
fix.
more upbeat, right?
Quite the thrilling scene. Life as Mr. Clean. There's something you might have missed, and that's that you now exist. You're out of the bell jar, you're mortal. Are you open to it? Are you open to it? To hunting a savage boar, to opening a general store, to drifting a sports car, to writing a memoir, to stalking a film star.
So,
Are you
did
open
you
to
notice those three options each had a color associated with them, right? Similar colors to the three options we have there. Let's go with something. Let's go with something. That's certainly a sentence that I said. If we say he's done, then he stops doing anything. If we say he could just wing it, then there's hope he'll figure it out. Or do we take Grace's advice? I say, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the advice that she might be onto something.
I'm listening.
It's good you're keen.
But first, what's a film star mean?
Oh, an actor.
I'm stalking an actor.
Yeah.
I'm not open to it. You might have some board to chase, but now is a foreign place.
It feels like you're barking. Come on now, be open to it.
Tell me more.
Paint me a picture, Grace. How does one human race?
I don't know, take a ride on a bus, meet a man, then discuss how he started a pyramid scheme.
Oh, he could talk to Stella or Stairs from Date Everything.
Stepping out, you get hit by a cycling team.
Yes, I see. Not quite heroes and glory.
Still there will be loads of interesting stories. Are you open to it?
I don't know about this.
Immortal life. Am I too tired? Are my bones too used to be open to it? And is this mine? Is it too full? Is my soul too bruised to be open to it? To have so much resting on a single decision? An entire life?
I've been there. Big decisions are hard.
The fates have always decided for me.
Well, now you get to decide.
So, do we need a quest? Do we just call the whole thing off? Or do we live a mortal life? I think definitely live a mortal life. But you should have something to do with it, right? But sometimes living is all you really need to do. Sometimes waking up in the morning can be enough.
I once walked among the ghouls. I'm now under different rules. I'm fragile, I'm fleeting, I'm finite. I'm open to it. I'll live as a mortal man and drink all the life I can. His heart's really beating, I hear it. I'm open to it. The wild wind will fling you round. Who knows where it puts me down?
A park seat,
A corn crop, a whale's throat,
a dress shop,
a sailboat, a cliff top. I'm open to it.
open to it,
Open to it.
open to it,
Open to it.
open to
Brava, brava.
So, we feeling good? You look good? Hopeful, even. That's good, right?
You know, for the first time in a long time, I think I really am.
Ah, yes! I knew taking you to Grace was the right move. She is the queen of pep talks.
I can't say I know what that means, but you know what? I'll learn. I'll learn everything I can about this new world.
So, let's first on the plan. You picked a place to go? Anything you really want to see?
Things are looking up for our boy Orpheus, everybody.
Fresh fields lie before me, ready for my feet. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat. Bent down and broken, flattened and then next day they're reaching up again. Fresh fields lie before me, ready for my feet. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat. Soon they'll tell a story in the lines there in the wheat.
And he was never heard from again. The end. And trophy, A Mortal Life.
Well, fine, you win again.
I'm glad somebody's checking in and keeping
I miss
Karen
Orpheus.
busy.
He was fun. How about you, Corone? You ever wanted to go to the mortal world? I guess, actually, we need a pretty big glamour. You know, I used to be worried about you, me, Grace, and all the idols. Times were really looking rough. But now I think are gonna be all right. Another game? Oh, a different game. What, you worried I'm gonna beat you this time? All right, well, where do you store your games? Where do you store anything on this boat? You know what? Don't tell me. I think that I'm gonna buy you a console.
I recommend PS5.
No, not that one.
Ghost of Yote's coming out.
That one's not a good one. But the one I get you is going to be the superior one. You'll see. You'll love it. We're going to have so many games and, you know, not even just single-player ones. They're ones that you can play together. And I'm going to beat you. Then you'll get yours. I'm kidding.
Shout out to Erica Ishii, closing out the DLC. Hey, can't wait to play Ghost of Yote on Thursday. Shout out to the entire cast. Anthony Rapp as Orpheus, Erica Ishii as Hermes, Laura Bailey as Grace, I can't speak today. Abubakar Salim as Eros, and Ajali Bamani as I forget who it was there. I just drew a blank. Anywho, shout out to the whole voice cast. Shout out to Austin Wintory for the music. Summerfall Studios, the devs of this game. Austin Wintory and Montaigne, that's what it is, and Tom Cardy. Cool DLC. I really enjoy the hell out of this game. So we'll do a quick what's good about Date Everything and about Stray Gods. Now, of course, I didn't show you the base game for Stray Gods because there's been a few different Let's Plays of it. I feel like there was a lot less for the DLC, which is much shorter. We did that in an hour and a half. And focused much. Hermes shows up in the base game, but not like they're there in the beginning and then kind of not really around much after that. But because we were going for the Erica Ishii combo there, I wanted to do this one. So, what's good about the games? Well, as I said, first of all, consideration, right? And this is the cast for the main game for the base game, right? Star-studded cast in both games, right? You see a lot of crossover. Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey, Troy Baker, Erica Ishii, like they're both in. Felicia Day is in both of them. Felicia Day is the Date Viators in Date Everything, and plays Athena in this, right? So star-studded voice acting cast. They definitely put representation and consideration as a big forefront in the games, right? Where we saw the acknowledgement of the First Nations peoples for this game, where on the land where this game was developed. We saw all kinds of different genders and sexualities represented in both games, because representation does matter, right? You look at media today, and I know that there's a lot of people with very close-minded opinions out there, especially there can be on the internet. But when you're growing up and you don't have a lot of people that look like you, that you identify with, that you resonate with, it can be very hard to have role models, right? Which can lead to a lot of issues for people. It can lead to stunting of their emotional growth, right? So it's very important to have those things. Now, some people may be entirely put off by a game where they can be like, I can be a non-binary character. I'm a male character, but I have to date boys if I want to finish it. Like, you know what? That game is not for you, you know? Or the vice versa, right? People had qualms with this one where they said that it felt like the romance options were very much click the hearts, get the prize, right? If you click the heart option, you will flirt with that character and then you romance them, period. Which, again, is what I appreciated about this, where they had that subversion of the expectation, right? Where you have Orpheus who's setting out looking for love, and you choose the love options, and he absolutely tanks it. So I love that they have that other side of it, right? I've talked about this with Life is Strange before. I like when they can set up that subversion, right? It's show don't tell, like we saw in the date with Max and Amanda in the double exposure playthrough, which you can find on the YouTube channel in the playlist section of this channel. And being able to have the... Where was I going with this? Being able to have more lifelike interactions with characters, right? That it's not just click the love option and they fall in love with you. We saw this in Date Everything, right? With Dolly, the Dust Bunny. If you flirt with her too heavily, she's put off by it. She's kind of like, oh, that's great, but I'm not just looks. I'm a professor, I'm a teacher, I'm also really smart. I look this way because I'm a dust bunny. That's what I look like, you know. Textbox-chan, whom we didn't get to see, unfortunately. We didn't get to speak to, is very much interested in your interaction with the game. They constantly ask how you feel about the text boxes. They ask how you like the font. They care about how the text box looks. And there are options for you to just flirt with them consistently. But if you do that, they get really put off by it. And they're like, okay, well, I was hoping that you would, have a conversation with me and not just like, tell me I'm cute. Like, thanks, but I'd rather know that I'm more than just something nice to look at. Which I really like when games do that, right? Because all too often, the problem you run into in a lot of games where there are romance options is it gives you a false sense of reality, right? You have a lot of people in the world that play these games because they do have social difficulties. They are socially awkward. Not everyone that does, necessarily, but there are certainly people who have social difficulties that will play these games. And it gives them the wrong perception, right? Because people are not video game characters. I love the Baldur's Gate games, specifically Baldur's Gate 3. And it's really easy to just kind of flirt with whomever you wish. And if you just keep flirting with one person long enough, eventually you get the kiss scene, you get the sex scene, and they're your partner. And that's not how the world works, right? Talk to any person out there, and if you tell them you're really hot, you're so pretty, you just look so good. I'll tell you what, you go onto Twitch and find any female streamer and ask them how they feel when somebody just consistently compliments their looks. Ask them. And I bet you'd be surprised at the answer you get. Because complimenting a person's beauty is not the compliment that you think it is, right? Flirting with somebody is not the reaction you're going to get usually. You have to talk to people. You have to treat people like they're people. It said in the schedule for today, consent everything, because it's important. Right? You can't just, well, I flirted with you, I did X, Y, and Z, and you're supposed to now reward me with A, B, and C. That's just not the world. That's not life. That's not how it works. And unfortunately, all too often, that is the unreal expectation that is set in this medium, in games that have romance as options, right? That's why I appreciate that Date Everything has the 3 different endings for characters, right? You can be fun and flirtatious and think you're doing everything right to earn that love ending. But because you were maybe a little too zealous, because you were maybe a little too flirtatious, it puts people off and they go, I think we're better friends. And likewise, if you overly choose certain options, it can cause someone to completely never want to speak to you, to cause them to hate you. For you personally, it's the most important thing. The most important thing is, sorry, I've said a lot of words and I missed when the message came up. The most important thing is having the difference of endings, the real life representation. I'll give it a second. I wanted to just make sure that I understood the comment right. I'll stretch for time. But yeah, I think that it is important to have more representation of reality, right? That it's not just click the heart option and they fall in love with you. I've said this openly before on the internet. At this point, at time of filming, I am less than 3 months out from turning 40. I didn't think it would bother me as much as it does, but there you go. I've been on the planet a while. And I know a lot of people do 40 is not that old. And no, it's not necessarily. But it is a long time. And I've lived a lot. I've personality overlooks. Yes. Okay, gotcha. Yes, the personality thing is the most important part, right? And again, that representation comes into play with Date Everything, where you saw a wide variety of body shapes, of genders, of skin tones, right? They really had all kinds of different peoples of different walks of life. And they all have different personalities, right? You spend time getting to know people. That's the most important thing. So I wanted to do this little showcase here. A is kind of a cheeky little like, hey, it's an Erika Ishii double feature, because I am so ridiculously excited for Ghost of Yotei. It is ever closer. The game comes out, let's see, it is midnight now for me. So we are, let's see, 12 plus 10. It is 22 hours. The game comes out in 22 hours for me. Here's the hitch. That's 10 p.m. tomorrow. But we don't stream until Thursday. So we got to hold out. We'll get through this, chat. We'll get through this together, everybody. I'm not going to play it until we are here again on Thursday. So make sure, if you've made it this far through the video, I've shared all my thoughts about these games. I clearly like them, or I wouldn't have played them tonight. I wanted to do more of a showcase and not do a full playthrough because I think these games are tremendously good. They're not stupid expensive. They go on sale all the time. T was just in here earlier and said that Date Everything is on sale right now on Steam. You can get it for a discount. You can probably find Stray Gods on discount fairly easily, and it's well worth it. The game has a lot of content. You've only heard an hour and a half of music in DLC. The base game is 5 to 6 hours, I want to say, and I think even at full price, it's $30. Right? That $5 per hour, it's worth the money, in my opinion. So that's why I wanted to just do some side stuff, do a little showcase here for you, the viewers, so that you have a chance to experience the game, but maybe not see everything about it, because it's worth you checking out yourself and experiencing it for you. Because again, we've said this before about narrative games. It doesn't matter if you loved the game or you hated the game. What matters is that it made you feel something, right? This is art. This is an art form. Every artist makes art for the audience. It is once a piece is done and is presented to the public, it no longer belongs to the artist, it belongs to the audience. And what I mean by that is to say that the emotion that it evokes from you, the feeling that you get when you engage with this piece of art, is yours. That is your feeling. Now, that art, that feeling from that belongs to you. And that's the most important part. That's what you should be aiming for. You should be aiming to feel something from these games. I jokingly, use the words like walking simulator and gameplay games. They're all games. They're all art. Walking simulator is a diminutive term that a lot of people throw around to try and shit on games that are honestly evoking more feeling from players than a lot of gameplay games are. So I think these are worth it. I think you would enjoy them. If you've enjoyed watching them, you'd probably enjoy playing them for yourself. Let me know what endings you got. Let me know what characters you romanced, what characters you struck out with. But if you've made it this far in the video, I just want to thank each and every one of you who've tuned in tonight. Everyone that you've seen up on the screen there in the chat, their names scrolling by. Do me a favor. If you are on Twitch and you see any of those names or you see them in chat, do me a favor and drop a follow. There are a lot of really cool people that come and spend time with me. I go spend time with them. We've created a little community of friends here, and we would love if you join. And if you've enjoyed the content tonight, I would appreciate it tremendously if you drop a follow. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. Hell, you don't even have to follow if you don't want to. But it does help me out. It does help us tremendously. We are getting ever closer to reaching the goal of being affiliate, which just makes it that much easier for me to interact with you on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're watching the VOD later, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Again, it costs you nothing. It's not like I'm going to be in your feed every single day, every minute. You can't get away. No, it doesn't change anything for you. But like Steph says, it means the fucking world to me. So if you've made it this far, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Do the things that make the dings, ring the bells, click the thumbs ups, click the hearts. And until the next time, when we get to stream Ghost of Yote, because, oh man, it's gonna be hype. But until that time, I've been Triune. You've been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we will see you in the next stream. Good night, everyone.